Good evening. Once again, M out there, out here, and here. Now, there are 30 constituencies in Barbados, and 11 parishes. There's only one with a female name, and that is St. Lucy. We call her Lucy, and she is blessed. She shows stability. For instance, politically, since the advent of single member constituencies, we have had very strong representation. 1971 to 1986, we had Evelyn Graves, Labor Union stalwart. From 1986, after Evelyn Graves, we had Roy Braffett for 5 years. An honest politician, a trier, and a person well deserving of his 10 years, 4 in the Senate and 5 in the Senate and 5 in the House of Assembly. We had Evelyn Graves again from 1986 to 1994. But after 1994 till 2018, we had Dennis and Elmo Kelman. And that is who we feature. There is something there are lots of things that link these guys together, that names I just called. They were all from St. Lucy. Every one of them born and bred in St. Lucy. With the exception of Roy Braffett, Coldstream Parry. Evelyn Graves, Coldstream Parry. St. Elmo Kelman, Coldstream Parry. And if you've seen an earlier program and a tribute to Joseph Yearwood, they would have come up under the astute guidance of Mr. Yearwood. Now, Mr. Kelman was and is a fierce debater in the House of Assembly. I dare say that the Right Honorable Prime Minister today lacks, there's no bite, there's no opposition. She, even if it was only Dennis Kelman on the other side, she would have preferred that, because she knows that her points, any point, would have been picked apart and they would have been able to gain some sort of knowledge from his presentation. Dennis Kelman is a defender of the masses. If you remember, when it was 26-2, he took them on single-handedly. He received absolutely no help from David Thompson. None at all. He took them on single-handedly, and it would have been a joy to see him doing it now. Unfortunately, we can't. Now, he always, cried out for St. Lucy. Every time, Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Being in opposition, his hands were tied, but he still, he still contributed and he still cried out for St. Lucy. Even in government, under David Thompson, his hands were still tied. So he wasn't given the ministry. He was given the ministry under Frandl Stewart. How much time did he have? And in that time, he did more than most ministers had done for the last 10 years. Now, the DLP, he was called a maverick. Why? Because he spoke out for the masses and he did not toe the line. If you remember, They walked out of the House of Assembly. They boycotted the House of Assembly on one occasion. And Dennis Kelman attended. He walked in to the applause of the other side, who shouted, "Kelly, Kelly, Kelly." I remember it very well. Signed in, and then went back out. Why did he do that? Because he was elected by the people of St. Lucie to attend the House of Assembly. But he also followed the party's guideline by boycotting for the rest of the day. But he did sign in, which means he attended, which is what the elders should have done. So he showed them up. The last election, as I said, a fierce debater, and on the talk shows, call-in shows, right? He's there defending the other inept ministers who cannot even defend themselves. It is the opinion of M.M Out There and my production team that what he should have done was to defend himself. Forget the party. Forget party loyalty in this case. Because they were defending themselves. They never defended him. But as a man who was selfless, he defended them and he paid the ultimate price. He lost his seat. And he lost his seat because of the inept performance of the government overall. Not because of him. He suffered as a result of their inept performance from head to toe. All of them. He was the only bright spot. Evelyn Graves lost to Roy Braffett in 1981. He took back the seat in 1986. I have no doubt that Dennis Kelman will take back the seat from the incumbent right now. The incumbent hasn't been given much time to prove himself, but he has a mini ministry. But anyone who's into politics and who knows anything about politics will know that the incumbent right now cannot even lace or unlace the shoes of Dennis Kelman. It's plain and simple. That's plain truth. I am not biased in any way. The incumbent is actually my friend. He went to my school, right? But what I said is true. I don't mix matters, I talk straight. And I hope that over the next few years that the people actually come to their senses. And well, I have no doubt that will happen, because I think they're actually sorry right now. So that's a little review on St. Lucie, the parish with the only female name, a jewel, and the envy of the entire island. That's it for now. M.M Out There, over and out.